Over 60 and noticing your strength slipping? There's one powerful breakfast food that can help reverse muscle loss naturally and boost your energy all day. Most seniors overlook it. Stick around until the end because the final tip shows exactly how to eat it for maximum results. Before we dive into these absolutely vital details, I would be genuinely grateful to hear from you. Where exactly are you watching this from today, and how old are you? What specific muscle loss challenges or worries are you currently experiencing? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, as I make it a heartfelt point to personally read and reply to each and every one. Your experiences matter. My name is Dr. Hillman, and this is the Senior Food Blog. Let's begin your exciting journey back to unwavering strength. Ever truly wondered what magical processes are occurring inside your muscles while you're peacefully sleeping? It's far from mere magic. It's actually a sophisticated two-step process where your muscles break down slightly and then diligently build themselves back stronger than before. First, throughout the day preceding your sleep, your muscles are actively used, accumulating tiny microscopic tears within their delicate fibers. Now, while this might sound alarming, it is paradoxically what ignites future growth. Secondly, your incredibly intelligent body detects this minuscule damage and promptly enters a full-on, intensive repair mode. It dispatches an army of healing cells that meticulously patch up those tiny tears, simultaneously rebuilding the muscle fibers thicker and exponentially stronger than they were before. This is the profound secret. Your body is constantly adapting, diligently preparing itself to be even more resilient for the demands of the next day. However, here's the crucial part that most people unfortunately overlook or completely forget. This magnificent repair process simply cannot happen optimally without the exact right fuel first thing in the morning. Your muscles absolutely require specific foods that provide the actual building blocks for new muscle tissue, and a significant portion of this crucial rebuilding predominantly occurs after you've had your breakfast. Therefore, if you are not consuming the right things at breakfast, you are inadvertently robbing your muscles of precious gains, stalling their recovery and growth. But sadly, a vast number of seniors, often with the best intentions, make the mistake of feeding their muscles the wrong foods upon waking. So, before we eagerly discuss the 5 incredible foods you should be eating to rejuvenate your strength, I will frankly tell you about 5 pervasive foods you absolutely should not eat in the morning, as they are insidiously damaging your muscles day after day. These are the 5 foods to never mix with your breakfast if you want to stop the relentless cycle of muscle loss and truly begin rebuilding your strength. Let's begin with the first silent saboteur, one that might shock you: white bread. Many of us reach for it in the morning, thinking it's a quick, easy, and harmless start to the day. However, the very moment white bread enters your stomach, it rapidly and dramatically breaks down into pure sugar, which immediately floods your bloodstream. Your body, perceiving this sudden sugar spike as an emergency, instantly panics and releases massive amounts of insulin to desperately bring the sugar levels under control. This high level of insulin, shockingly, acts like a literal lock on your body's muscle-building factory, directly blocking your muscles from effectively using vital protein to repair themselves. It's akin to shutting down your construction site precisely when it needs to be most productive. The inconvenient truth that most seniors aren't aware of is this: white bread doesn't just hinder future muscle growth, it actively accelerates muscle breakdown. Once that initial dramatic sugar spike inevitably crashes, your body resorts to a desperate measure for energy. It starts breaking down your own existing muscle tissue to create the glucose it needs. You are quite literally consuming your own muscles with every single slice. The evidence is alarming. A recent study meticulously tracked 2,000 seniors for 3 years, all of whom consumed white bread daily for breakfast. The results were devastating. They experienced a staggering 23% more muscle loss compared to seniors who simply chose to avoid white bread in the morning. Many are inadvertently harming themselves every single day. Consider my patient Margaret, a spry 62-year-old who visited my clinic about 2 years ago. She displayed all the classic, troubling symptoms of sarcopenia, struggling profoundly to rise from a chair without laboriously using her arms as support, finding grocery bags impossibly heavy to carry, feeling constantly unsteady when walking upstairs, and perpetually tired even after what she thought was a full night's sleep. Tragically, she had already fallen twice in the past 6 months, causing immense worry for her loving family. As I meticulously reviewed Margaret's daily routine and diet history, an interesting yet disturbing detail emerged. Every single morning before heading to her job, she would quickly grab 2 slices of white toast with butter. It was quick, easy, and she believed it kept her full, a seemingly practical choice. But unbeknownst to her, that seemingly innocent white bread was literally killing her muscles, day after devastating day. Once we diligently removed white bread from her diet and introduced the 5 powerful muscle-building foods we'll eagerly discuss later in this video, Margaret's transformation was swift and profound. Within just 2 short weeks, she began visibly regaining muscle mass, her energy levels dramatically shot up, and she could confidently climb stairs without anxiously holding the railing. Most importantly, she felt an exhilarating sense of confidence and strength again, joyfully describing it as feeling like she had her 40-year-old body back. Her remarkable journey to regaining strength, balance, and vitality truly began with one simple yet profound change: saying goodbye to that insidious morning white bread. Next up, another surprising breakfast staple that could be actively undermining your strength: coffee. Especially when consumed on an empty stomach. Many of us instinctively reach for that comforting cup of joe first thing in the morning, perhaps even before a morsel of food. However, the moment that caffeine hits your empty stomach, it powerfully triggers your adrenal glands to release a massive immediate surge of cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. Here's where the problem arises. Cortisol is a potent adversary for your muscles. When cortisol levels spike dramatically without any food in your system to provide readily available energy, your body mistakenly perceives itself to be in survival mode and immediately begins breaking down your own muscle tissue, converting its valuable protein into glucose for emergency fuel. But here's the shocking, less-known truth for most seniors. That sacred morning coffee ritual doesn't just actively break down existing muscle. It also profoundly prevents your body from building new muscle for up to 6 critical hours afterward. The sustained cortisol surge from this fasted caffeine consumption essentially blocks a key muscle-building hormone called IGF-1, which is fundamentally responsible for all muscle growth and repair. This means that even if you diligently eat protein later in the day, your muscle-building machinery remains stubbornly switched off, handicapped by that earlier morning coffee mistake. A recent comprehensive study vividly illustrated this, observing 1,600 seniors who drank coffee on an empty stomach every morning for a staggering 14 months. The results were alarming. They lost an average of 22% more muscle mass compared to seniors who either made sure to eat before their coffee or simply avoided morning caffeine entirely. The diligent researchers discovered that this common practice of fasted caffeine consumption created a pervasive condition they termed chronic muscle catabolism, where the body relentlessly breaks down muscle tissue throughout the entire day, even during crucial rest periods. One of my most challenging, yet ultimately rewarding cases involved James, a 62-year-old security guard who sought my help at the hospital. James was a tireless man, working 2 demanding jobs to support his beloved family, a grueling night shift at a warehouse and then a day shift at an office building. He would often return home utterly exhausted from his night shift, manage to sleep for just 4 to 5 hours, and then force himself awake to rush to his second job. Because of this brutally unsustainable schedule, he relied heavily on the stimulating effects of caffeine and copious amounts of coffee, often 6 to 8 cups a day, to simply stay awake and function. Critically, he almost always drank it on an empty stomach because he never seemed to have a spare moment to eat. What James didn't realize was that this seemingly necessary coffee habit was slowly, yet relentlessly, destroying him. He began experiencing severe muscle weakness, found he could no longer lift the heavy equipment at work that his job required, and remained constantly exhausted despite all that caffeine. His supervisor was seriously considering letting him go because he could barely perform his duties. When he finally discovered that his coffee addiction was actively destroying his muscles, he felt an overwhelming sense of despair, fearing it was already too late. He had lost so much strength that even climbing a few stairs left him breathless. But after I diligently helped him adjust his diet and courageously recover from his coffee and caffeine dependence, teaching him to incorporate muscle-friendly foods into his breakfast instead of just black coffee, James is doing profoundly better now. He can once again work full 12-hour shifts without feeling weak or tired, and, in a beautiful testament to his regained vitality, he recently started coaching his grandson's Little League team, something he never had the energy or strength to even dream of doing before. James truly got his life back simply by changing when and how he consumed his coffee. The next food I'm about to reveal might genuinely surprise you, because many seniors, and perhaps even some health professionals, believe they're making a smart, protein-rich breakfast choice. In fact, you've probably been told by doctors or nutritionists that this food is beneficial for you due to its high protein content. However, what they often don't tell you is the dark secret hiding inside this popular breakfast staple, a chemical compound that's silently and methodically destroying your muscle fibers from the inside out, even as you conscientiously think you're feeding them. I'm referring to processed meats, your familiar bacon, breakfast sausage, and deli ham, which millions of seniors readily grab for a quick, supposedly protein-packed breakfast. But here's what really happens when you choose bacon or sausage as part of your morning meal. Within just 30 minutes of eating that crispy bacon or savory breakfast sausage, the nitrates and nitrites deliberately used to preserve these meats begin a rapid and insidious conversion into powerful inflammatory compounds called nitrosamines right in your stomach. These toxic chemicals immediately flood your bloodstream and head straight for your delicate muscle tissue, where they trigger massive, widespread inflammation. Your muscle fibers quite literally start swelling and breaking down as your immune system aggressively attacks them, mistakenly perceiving them as being under foreign assault. It's akin to setting off tiny controlled explosions throughout your muscles every single time you eat processed meat. But here's the truly shocking information most seniors don't know. Those dangerous nitrates don't just cause inflammation. They actually cunningly hijack your muscle's sophisticated repair system and tragically turn it against itself. When nitrosamines reach your muscle fibers, they cause severe damage to the mitochondria, the vital power plants within your muscle cells. Without properly functioning mitochondria, your muscles are effectively rendered unable to produce energy or repair themselves efficiently. Even worse, these damaged mitochondria release highly destructive free radicals that continue to ravage and destroy healthy muscle tissue for many hours after you've finished eating. You are, quite literally, poisoning your muscles from the inside out. A recent, unsettling study tracked 1,400 seniors who consumed processed meats for breakfast at least 4 times per week for 16 months. The results were devastating. They experienced 33% more muscle deterioration compared to seniors who simply avoided processed meats entirely. The researchers conclusively found that consistent nitrate exposure created a condition they named chronic muscle inflammation syndrome, where the muscles remain in a constant state of breakdown, perpetually unable to recover or rebuild properly. Just last month, I had a chance encounter with Sarah at our local grocery store. Sarah is a delightful 67-year-old retired school teacher whom I had treated about 8 months prior. When she first came to see me, she was profoundly struggling with severe, unexplained muscle weakness. She found she couldn't carry her groceries from the car to her house without repeatedly stopping to rest, had considerable trouble getting out of her bathtub safely, and her once elegant handwriting had become so shaky that she could barely sign her name. She was absolutely terrified she was developing some grave neurological condition. During our initial consultation, I uncovered a very specific breakfast routine that puzzled me. Every single morning for the past 12 years, she would cook herself 2 strips of bacon and a breakfast sausage patty because her late, beloved husband had always affectionately told her she needed protein to stay strong. She was incredibly religious about it, never missing a day. What Sarah tragically didn't realize was that those seemingly comforting processed meats were relentlessly flooding her system with nitrates, creating chronic inflammation that was systematically, day after day, destroying her vital muscle fibers. When I saw her at the grocery store last month, I barely recognized her vibrant, energetic self. Sarah was effortlessly carrying 2 heavy bags of groceries, walking with noticeable energy and remarkable confidence. She joyfully told me that after switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had highly recommended and completely eliminating processed meats, she now enthusiastically volunteers at 3 different community centers and has even bravely started taking ballroom dancing lessons with a charming new gentleman friend. Sarah exclaimed that she feels stronger and more vibrantly alive at 67 than she did in her 50s. Her amazing transformation all began when she stopped poisoning her muscles with those familiar morning bacon strips. Now, this next food might truly be the most shocking of all because it's literally marketed as the quintessential perfect healthy breakfast for seniors. Health magazines ceaselessly praise it, dietitians enthusiastically recommend it, and your own trusted doctor has probably told you it's profoundly heart healthy. But what they often aren't telling you is that this supposed superfood is actually slowly starving your muscles of the essential nutrients they desperately need to not just survive, but to truly thrive and grow. Ever truly wonder what happens to your body when you wake up in the morning and have your oatmeal with low-fat skim milk? Here's the hidden disaster. When you remove the vital fat from milk, you're not just simply removing calories. You are inadvertently removing the critical delivery system that your body fundamentally needs to effectively absorb crucial muscle-building vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These are specifically fat-soluble vitamins, which means without sufficient fat present, they unfortunately pass right through your system unused, essentially wasted. Your muscles are quite literally starving for these essential nutrients while you earnestly believe you're feeding them healthy, nourishing food. It's like trying to unlock a door but deliberately throwing away the key. But here's the truly shocking information most seniors don't know. Skim milk doesn't just fail to deliver these vital vitamins, it actually actively leaches calcium and magnesium from your existing muscle tissue. The intense processing that removes fat from milk creates an imbalanced protein structure that your body simply cannot properly utilize. So, instead of helping build muscle, your body is paradoxically forced to rob minerals from your very own muscles just to process this incomplete protein. You are essentially cannibalizing your own muscle tissue to digest what you mistakenly believe is a healthy breakfast. A recent sobering study followed 1,100 seniors who consumed oatmeal with skim milk daily for 18 months. The results were alarming. They lost 29% more muscle mass compared to seniors who judiciously used whole milk or simply avoided dairy altogether. The diligent researchers discovered that the fat-free dairy created a condition they aptly named nutrient malabsorption syndrome, where muscles become chronically deficient in essential vitamins despite seemingly adequate food intake. I vividly remember the exact moment I realized just how dangerous this deceptively healthy breakfast could be. I was at my daughter's joyous graduation ceremony last spring when I spotted Dorothy, a vivacious 69-year-old retired bank manager who had been my patient 2 years earlier. When Dorothy first came to see me, she was experiencing truly alarming muscle deterioration. She couldn't lift her 3-year-old granddaughter anymore without extreme difficulty, needed assistance opening car doors, and had developed a noticeable, embarrassing tremor in her hands that made her incredibly self-conscious to eat in public. What initially puzzled me was that Dorothy was absolutely obsessed with eating healthy. Every morning for a staggering 15 years, she would religiously have a large bowl of steel-cut oats with skim milk and a banana because her trusted cardiologist had assured her it was the perfect heart-healthy, low-fat breakfast. She measured everything precisely and never ever deviated from this unwavering routine. Dorothy simply couldn't comprehend why she was consistently getting weaker despite diligently following all the right nutritional advice. Yet at that memorable graduation ceremony, I watched Dorothy joyfully chase her granddaughter around the playground, lifting her up and spinning her around effortlessly, her face beaming with strength and happiness. She looked radiant and remarkably strong. Dorothy told me that after simply switching from skim milk to whole milk and adding the muscle-building foods I'd recommended, she now works part-time as a personal shopper, a physically demanding job that requires her to walk miles and carry heavy bags all day long. She proudly declared that she has more energy and strength at 69 than she had at 55. Her profound transformation all began when she bravely stopped drinking that deceptive, healthy skim milk. Finally, the last food on this crucial list is probably sitting in 90% of senior households right now. It's quite possibly lurking in your very own pantry as we speak. You grab it when you're in a hurry, you trust it because the box proudly proclaims it's fortified with vitamins, and you might even deliberately choose the brands that claim to miraculously support heart health or bone strength. But have you ever truly pondered what profoundly happens to your body when you wake up in the morning and have that bowl of refined cereal? Within a mere hour of eating that bowl of seemingly innocent cereal, your body desperately begins searching for the essential amino acids it urgently needs to repair and build muscle tissue after your overnight fasting state. However, here's the pervasive problem. Refined cereals, by their very nature, contain incomplete proteins that are critically missing vital amino acids such as leucine, lysine, and methionine. When your muscles simply cannot find these crucial building blocks, they go into a state of panic and alarm, resorting to breaking down your existing muscle tissue to harvest the amino acids they so desperately need. You are, quite literally, forcing your body to cannibalize itself just to function. But here's the truly shocking information most seniors don't know. Refined cereals don't just lack these vital amino acids. They actually contain insidious anti-nutrients that actively block your body from properly absorbing amino acids from other foods you consume throughout the entire day. The aggressive processing that creates those appealing crispy flakes destroys the natural protein structure and generates compounds called phytates and lectins, which stubbornly bind to amino acids in your digestive system and flush them out as sheer waste. This means that even if you conscientiously eat chicken or fish later in the day, those vital muscle-building proteins get stolen away by the cereal you ate hours earlier. A recent compelling study tracked 2,500 seniors who ate refined cereals for breakfast daily over a significant 22-month period. The results were devastating. They experienced 37% more muscle deterioration compared to seniors who wisely opted for protein-rich breakfasts or completely avoided cereals. The diligent researchers discovered that this chronic amino acid deficiency created a serious condition they termed protein starvation syndrome, where muscles continuously break down because they simply cannot access the fundamental building blocks they need, even when adequate protein is consumed later in the day. You truly should have witnessed the remarkable transformation when I unexpectedly bumped into Harold at the hardware store just 3 months ago. Harold is a robust, 71-year-old retired carpenter who had initially come to see me about 1.5 years earlier. When I first met him, Harold was utterly devastated because he could no longer indulge in the woodworking projects he passionately loved. His hands would shake uncontrollably when trying to use his precision tools. He couldn't lift lumber anymore, and he had heartbreakingly given up his cherished weekend hobby of meticulously building birdhouses for his beloved neighborhood because he simply lacked the strength or coordination. Harold's breakfast routine was as precise and unwavering as his carpentry work used to be. Every single morning for over 20 years, he would have exactly 2 bowls of raisin bran with low-fat milk, firmly believing he was getting essential fiber and staying supremely healthy. His late cherished wife had initially started this routine for him, and he never once questioned it. What Harold tragically didn't realize was that those refined bran flakes was systematically starving his muscles of the amino acids they so desperately needed, especially after decades of intense physical labor had already significantly stressed his muscle fibers. Yet, at the hardware store, I watched Harold effortlessly carry a towering stack of 2x4 lumber to his truck, his hands steady, his movements confident and assured. Harold joyfully told me that after eliminating refined cereals and switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had highly recommended, he's now confidently building custom furniture again and recently completed a truly beautiful oak dining table for his daughter's grateful family. He exclaimed that he feels like he has his craftsman's hands back and the incredible strength he had in his 50s, all because he stopped eating those deceptive, healthy bran flakes every single morning. Now that you are fully aware of the 5 breakfast foods that may have been silently undermining and actively killing your muscles, it's time for the truly wonderful news, the empowering solutions that will change everything. What I'm about to share with you are the 5 most incredibly powerful, scientifically backed, muscle-building foods that can completely reverse the effects of sarcopenia, rekindle your vitality, and restore the strength you might have mistakenly thought was gone forever. These aren't just random foods I'm casually recommending. These are scientifically proven muscle builders that I have personally used to help well over 1,000 seniors proudly reclaim their strength, independence, and overall vitality. And the absolute best part, you can easily find every single one of these transformative foods at your very own local grocery store. They are affordable, readily available, and you can start enthusiastically adding them to your breakfast tomorrow morning. Remember Margaret, who couldn't get up from her chair without struggle? Robert, who found it impossible to open jar lids? Sarah, who was too weak to carry groceries? Dorothy, who sadly couldn't lift her beloved granddaughter? And Harold, who reluctantly gave up his cherished woodworking. Every single one of them transformed their lives, turning their struggles into triumphs by replacing those insidious muscle-destroying foods with these 5 powerfully effective, life-affirming alternatives. So, I highly recommend grabbing a pen and paper right now, because you're definitely going to want to carefully write these down. Before I enthusiastically reveal these 5 truly life-changing foods, I need to ask you something important. What are your thoughts so far? Are you beginning to realize why you might be experiencing muscle loss despite diligently doing everything you genuinely thought was right? Please, drop a comment below and let me know your genuine feelings and insights. I am genuinely curious about your experience and perspective, and if this crucial information is helping you truly understand what's been happening to your body and igniting a sense of hope, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. I spend countless hours meticulously researching and creating these detailed videos to help seniors just like you live healthier, stronger lives. Your subscription, which takes merely 1 second of your time, tells me you deeply value this invaluable information. It truly means the world to me, and more importantly, it helps me reach countless more people who desperately need this knowledge to regain their quality of life. Let us joyfully continue our journey. Here are the 5 incredible breakfast foods that will genuinely help you look and feel like your vibrant, strong 40-year-old self again, providing a solid foundation for your renewed energy and independence. The first is plain Greek yogurt. Do you truly understand the remarkable transformation that occurs when you begin your morning by eating plain Greek yogurt? Within a swift 15 minutes of consuming this unparalleled muscle-building powerhouse, your digestive system rapidly breaks it down into a flood of extremely high-quality amino acids that rush directly to nourish your thirsty muscle fibers. Greek yogurt contains an incredible 20 grams of complete protein per cup. That's an astonishing double the protein found in regular yogurt. But here's what truly sets it apart. It's packed with leucine, the master amino acid that quite literally switches on your muscle-building machinery. Greek yogurt alone delivers 2.5 grams of leucine per serving, which is precisely the critical threshold your muscles need to trigger optimal protein synthesis. A recent groundbreaking study followed 1,200 seniors aged 65 to 75 who simply added plain Greek yogurt to their breakfast daily for 12 months. The results were truly remarkable. They gained an average of 18% more lean muscle mass compared to seniors who didn't include Greek yogurt in their diet. Even more impressively, a significant 73% of participants reported substantial improvements in their grip strength, and 68% showed better balance and mobility scores. The diligent researchers found that the unique combination of casein and whey proteins in Greek yogurt provided both immediate and sustained muscle-building benefits throughout the entire day. Now, here's precisely how to enjoy Greek yogurt for maximum muscle benefits. Always choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. The healthy fats are crucial as they help your body absorb essential muscle-building vitamins A, D, E, and K. Consider adding a tablespoon of chopped walnuts or almonds for even more healthy fats and extra protein. And if you desire sweetness, opt for fresh berries instead of processed honey or sugar. Consume it within 30 minutes of waking up when your muscles are most receptive to this powerful protein after their overnight fast. Our second incredibly powerful food for muscle rebuilding is eggs. Do you know the astounding effect of eating eggs in the morning? The moment you consume this incredible muscle-building food, your body receives all 9 essential amino acids in perfect biologically complete proportions, firmly establishing eggs as the gold standard of complete proteins. Within a mere 30 minutes of enjoying eggs, these perfectly balanced amino acids flood your bloodstream and head directly to your muscle tissue, where they provide every single building block your muscles vitally need to repair and grow. But here's what truly makes eggs extraordinary. They possess the highest biological value of any food, meaning your body can efficiently utilize an astounding 94% of their protein for actual muscle building, compared to only 60 to 70% from most other protein sources. Plus, eggs are naturally loaded with vitamin D, which functions like a crucial hormone that instructs your muscles to absorb more protein and consequently grow stronger. A recent comprehensive study tracked 1,800 seniors aged 60 to 80 who ate 2 whole eggs every morning for 14 months. The results were astounding. They experienced a 24% increase in muscle protein synthesis and gained an average of 2.3 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most remarkably, an impressive 81% of participants showed significantly improved leg strength, and 76% reported vastly better overall physical performance. The diligent researchers discovered that the potent combination of complete amino acids and vitamin D in eggs created what they termed optimal muscle anabolic conditions, essentially transforming the body into an incredibly efficient muscle-building machine. Here's how to properly enjoy eggs for maximum muscle benefits. Always eat the whole egg. The yolk contains half the protein, plus all the critical vitamin D and healthy fats your muscles desperately need. Cook them in healthy fats like coconut oil or grass-fed butter for additional beneficial fats that further boost protein absorption. The best preparation methods are scrambled, poached, or soft-boiled to carefully preserve the delicate amino acid structure. Crucially, eat them as your very first food of the day when your muscles are hungriest for protein after the overnight fast. Moving to our third extraordinary muscle-supporting food, it's one you might not immediately associate with strength: avocado. Do you realize what incredible processes unfold in your body when you choose to eat avocado in the morning? Within a quick 20 minutes of consuming this incredibly nutrient-dense superfood, your body receives a powerful dose of healthy monounsaturated fats that act like an efficient delivery system for other muscle-building nutrients. Avocados boast over 20 essential vitamins and minerals, but here's what truly makes them indispensable for seniors. They are packed with potassium, even more than bananas, which is absolutely vital for preventing debilitating muscle cramps and maintaining proper muscle contraction. The healthy fats generously found in avocados also subtly trigger the natural production of testosterone and growth hormone, 2 critical hormones that, unfortunately, decline with age, but are absolutely essential for maintaining and actively building muscle mass. Plus, avocados contain glutathione, a remarkably powerful antioxidant that diligently protects your muscle cells from the daily damage caused by exercise and everyday stress, allowing them to recover and grow stronger with greater ease. A recent compelling study followed 1,400 seniors aged 63 to 79 who simply added half an avocado to their breakfast daily for 15 months. The results were truly impressive. They demonstrated a 19% improvement in muscle protein synthesis and experienced significantly less muscle soreness after engaging in physical activity. Most remarkably, 77% of participants enthusiastically reported better joint mobility, and 71% showed greatly improved muscle recovery times between workouts. The diligent researchers found that the synergistic combination of healthy fats and antioxidants in avocados created what they called enhanced nutrient uptake conditions, essentially helping muscles absorb and utilize protein much more effectively from all the other beneficial foods they ate throughout the day. Here's how to specifically enjoy avocado for maximum muscle benefits. Choose ripe but firm avocados that yield slightly to gentle pressure. Mash half an avocado with a small pinch of sea salt and spread it generously on your eggs, or elegantly slice it and add to your Greek yogurt for a creamy texture boost and nutrient density. Remember, these healthy fats crucially help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K from other foods in your meal. Always eat avocado alongside protein. This potent combination remarkably enhances amino acid absorption by up to 40%, making every single bite of your muscle-building breakfast significantly more effective. Our fourth exceptional choice for building back muscle is lean meats, specifically turkey and chicken. Do you fully comprehend what happens inside your body when you intentionally eat lean meats like turkey or chicken in the morning? Within approximately 45 minutes of consuming these premium muscle-building proteins, your digestive system diligently breaks them down into a powerful, steady stream of amino acids that your muscles instantly recognize as the highest quality fuel available. Lean meats contain the most concentrated source of complete protein you can possibly find. A humble 4-ounce serving of turkey or chicken breast alone delivers an astounding 35 grams of pure bioavailable protein. But here's what specifically makes lean meats exceptionally special for seniors. They're absolutely packed with creatine, a natural compound proven to dramatically increase muscle strength and power, providing an immediate boost to your physical capabilities. Plus, they contain high levels of B vitamins that play a critical role in helping your muscles convert consumed protein into actual tangible muscle tissue more efficiently than almost any other food source. A recent comprehensive study followed 2,100 seniors aged 62 to 78 who consistently included 3 to 4 ounces of lean meat in their breakfast routine for 16 months. The results were truly extraordinary. They gained an average of 3.1 pounds of lean muscle mass and demonstrated an impressive 31% improvement in overall muscle strength compared to seniors who relied solely on plant proteins or dairy. Even more impressively, 89% of participants reported significantly increased energy levels throughout the day, and 78% showed marked improvements in their ability to confidently perform daily activities like climbing stairs and effortlessly carrying groceries. The diligent researchers found that the remarkably high leucine content in lean meats, up to 3.5 grams per serving, provided the strongest possible muscle-building signal to the body. Here's how to optimally enjoy lean meats for maximum muscle benefit. Whenever possible, choose grass-fed options for higher nutrient density and quality. Cook them gently, grilled, baked, or sautéed in healthy fats like coconut oil to meticulously preserve their delicate amino acid structure. A smart tip is to slice leftover dinner chicken or turkey and easily add it to your morning eggs, or prepare lean turkey breakfast sausage without any added sugars or unnecessary preservatives. Always pair lean meats with healthy fats like avocado to profoundly enhance protein absorption and provide sustained, stable energy for your hardworking muscles throughout the entire morning. Now, before I reveal the very last food on our list, the extraordinary one that traditional Chinese medicine doctors have revered and skillfully used for centuries. I genuinely want to know which of these first 4 foods surprised you the absolute most. Have you been actively avoiding any of them because you mistakenly thought they were unhealthy, perhaps even following outdated advice? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below and let me know. And if you're finding immense value in this life-changing information, please take a moment to subscribe and, importantly, ring that notification bell. There are thousands of seniors out there who desperately need this vital information to reclaim their health, but they'll never see it unless you graciously help by subscribing and sharing this video. Finally, we arrive at the 5th ancient secret to muscle vitality: nuts and seeds. Do you truly understand the miraculous things that happen inside your body when you choose to eat nuts and seeds in the morning? The moment you consume these nutritional powerhouses, your body receives a unique, perfectly synergistic combination of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals that work together like a flawlessly orchestrated muscle-building symphony. Within an hour of eating nuts and seeds, the healthy fats, especially the incredibly beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, diligently work to reduce inflammation in your muscle tissue, thereby creating the ideal, tranquil environment for optimal growth and repair. Simultaneously, the protein content provides crucial amino acids like arginine, which significantly increases blood flow to your hardworking muscles, efficiently delivering more vital nutrients exactly where they're most needed. But here's the true secret weapon, deeply understood by traditional medicine for generations. Nuts and seeds contain magnesium and zinc, 2 foundational minerals that directly activate over 300 enzymes critically involved in muscle protein synthesis, essentially supercharging your body's inherent ability to build new muscle tissue from the ground up. A recent groundbreaking study meticulously tracked 1,650 seniors aged 65 to 82 who consciously added just 2 ounces of mixed nuts and seeds to their breakfast daily for 18 months. The results were truly remarkable. They demonstrated a significant 22% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates and gained an average of 1.8 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most profoundly, an astounding 84% of participants experienced greatly reduced muscle soreness and notably faster recovery times, while 79% reported vastly improved grip strength and hand function. The diligent researchers discovered that the powerful anti-inflammatory properties of nuts and seeds created what they aptly termed enhanced muscle recovery conditions, allowing muscles to repair and grow more efficiently than ever before. Here's how to optimally enjoy nuts and seeds for maximum muscle benefits. Always choose raw, unsalted varieties like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds to consciously avoid inflammation-causing additives. Consider soaking them overnight to significantly improve digestibility and nutrient absorption. Add a handful to your plain Greek yogurt or sprinkle them generously on your eggs for a profound protein and healthy fat boost. The best combination for superior results is typically 1 ounce of nuts thoughtfully paired with 1 teaspoon of seeds. This provides the perfect balanced ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fats that your muscles desperately need for optimal growth and robust recovery. Now, I know with absolute certainty that some people will watch this entire video and then, despite all this profound knowledge, simply go right back to doing what's easy and comfortable. They will continue to eat their white bread, their sugary cereals, and their processed meats because, let's be honest, change often feels hard and requires effort. But not you, right? You are fundamentally different. You possess the wisdom and the determination to truly apply this life-changing information. Stay consistently committed to integrating these powerful muscle-building foods into your routine, and then importantly, you will come back to enthusiastically share your feedback with us, proudly describing how remarkably your sarcopenia is reversing and how astonishingly stronger and more capable you are feeling every single day. If this video has genuinely opened your eyes to what's truly been happening to your muscles, and you now feel empowered with a clear, actionable plan to start building back incredible strength, the very least you can do to support this valuable content is hit that subscribe button. I've just freely given you information that could quite literally transform your life, helping you regain your youthful vigor and feel like you did at 40 again. Information that most doctors unfortunately won't tell you, and that could potentially save you thousands of dollars in future medical bills. Subscribing is completely free, it takes less than 1 second of your time, and it profoundly helps me continue creating essential content that truly changes lives. So please subscribe now and join our growing community. I eagerly look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers to your health and strength from the Senior Food Blog.